What's up, everybody? How you doing? What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is your Coach Renz, and in this discussion today, we're going to talk about basically how to make money, what hustles work, which side hustles work, and which ones really don't work. And you know, give people a little bit of time to get on here. Got to throw the reading glasses on from time to time. Let's see, if we get a couple of little shares going. So Facebook, hold on. I mean YouTube, hold on for a share real quick. Gonna pause, connect back. There we go. Adjusting. 1, 2, 3. And when you get on, let me know. Let me know. I've been going over some things with some of my people about different opportunities to increase your income and make some money. Here. But we're going to talk about some different side hustles, and I'd be more than happy for you guys to put up the things that you're currently doing or things you're thinking about doing. We're going to break some of them down as to what actually works and what doesn't, and what are you looking for. Now, of course, and we're probably going to get interrupted before we're even done. All right, I'm over here at my commercial kitchen for Uncle Renz popcorn. You know, best gourmet popcorn you've ever had. I don't know why, but it's just so good, so great. I got a bag. I gotta ship this bag to a young lady in Tampa, Florida. She's pregnant, and she just loves this hot Lana. This is a caramel popcorn coated with a special cheese blend with sriracha spices and things like that. So she's like 7 months pregnant down in Tampa. Loves this. So this will get shipped out to you tomorrow because it's after post office hours right now. So you'll get that in a couple of days down in Tampa, Florida. So yeah, shameless, not a shameless plug, but just the reality. Uncle Renz popcorn. You guys go order. That's how we support the channel. So we're going to talk about a couple of different things that don't work, a couple things that do work. But before we get there, let's talk about income and understanding different income. I'm going to try to get this so that everybody can see it. Got 2 different cameras going. So, and if you have any questions or comments, please say so. On Facebook, please say a comment. YouTube, say a comment. I want to make sure the comments are scrolling. That way I can hear it or see it. I don't know, maybe I have to bring my laptop up for the Facebook comments. So my people on Facebook, go ahead and say something. Try to get you guys in the camera as well without getting the cord in there. All right. So there's no intro today. We just here. Money. Money comes in a couple of different formats. We get money a couple of different ways. Most of the people, we get money through our job. When you're working through your job, then that is linear money. All right? Which means that you trade your time in for cash. And we got to understand, why do we do this? This is the absolute worst way to build wealth in the world. The majority of people who have built tremendous amount of wealth did not do it through a job. But the job is the linear way of attaining funds. And the question is, why? Well, if you think about it, no one was taught in school. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yep, used to be your fitness coach. Got a fitness coach on here we're going to talk about. We can use fitness for a while. But linear. Matter of fact, let's use fitness coach. But here's the thing. History. This is the thing about lives. You can easily get distracted from what you was about to say. When the Morgans and Rockefellers and these people at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution realized that they needed more workers for their factories and whatnot, nothing against their thought process, because they were saying, how can we build wealth? And they thought that they was doing something that was good for America, because we're going to bring people out of the farms and out of the rural areas. We're going to teach them how to read, how to write, how to do math, and how to do these basic things so that they can work in our factories, they can work for our companies. And that way they get a better standard of living, they make more money. We as a company, we get to make more money as well. But they did not teach these people how to build a business for themselves, how to save money, how to invest, how to prepare for anything. So, got Got a 21-year-old. Love, man, if I can go back and be 21 with my mind, oh, what a difference it would be. So 21-year-old, you at a great spot right now. But the Rockefellers and the Morgans and all these people, the Carnegies, they put together our current educational system, which is designed to build workers for factories, build workers for the industries. It wasn't designed to teach people how to create wealth, how to build wealth. If you think about it, most of us, our parents told us to go to school, get an education, get a good job, work for the company, get the retirement. We know that that doesn't work anymore. So we have to change with how the system has changed. Now, the problem is, right, for me, from my recollection, even though I know it started beforehand, it's always been something. Somebody's always been trying to scam big time of how to get rich quick. But definitely in the 60s and 70s, it became huge. 70s and 80s, it was really huge. Get rich quick, multi-level marketing this, network marketing that, the magic pill of working the stock market. It was always something. Or even right now, there's the magic of working the stock market, the magic, man. And everybody's looking for something quick. Now, here's the thing. Getting your linear job took a little bit of time, right? But it took some time for you to build it. You had to go through 12 years of education before you can even get a GED or a high school diploma to qualify to work in a factory or most jobs. Now, they want you to go to college. But a lot of kids are graduating college over the last like 10 years and they can't find a job. Not one to pay off the huge student loans that they have because college has become a business. So the idea of getting a job to trade that in for money is over. It's gone. You know, that's not a good way of building wealth. Trying to learn God, you and Kevin are huge influences. I appreciate that, man. So the way to learn that is look inside yourself. Look inside yourself first. So we got to get away from this. Getting a job. The job, like I said in a previous video, the job is a tool. That's it. It's just a tool to get you where you want to be, to get you where you want to go. It's something that you use to just dig a hole or build a fence. You know, like I said in another video, I don't want the shovel. I want the results that a shovel can produce. I want the hole that it digs because I need this hole for something. I don't want the trowel because I need the trowel to lay the cement so I can put the bricks on and I can build the house. What the result that I want is the house. I don't want the tools. Jobs are tools, okay? That's all they are. This is a tool that you have to use in order to make some money. Now, the next form of income that I like, and these are my classifications, other people are going to call it differently, different names, but this is when you have a business. All right, this is called leverage. That is leveraged. And I know my writing is horrible today. So that like B-A-S-I-N-E-S-S, but it's B-U. Owning a business gives you leverage of using other people's time in order for you to make money. Basically, that's what that is. Is leveraging other people's linear method of making money. You're leveraging that in order for you to make more money than them, in order for you to make money, when you're not there. It gives you a sense of freedom. It gives you a sense of being able to control your life to a certain degree. That's leveraged income. Now, this is where many people fall off, right? People with a linear job will start a MLM or network marketing company thinking that they have started a business. They have not. If you started a MLM or network marketing company and you say that you own a business, no, you do not. When you own, okay, so for instance, Uncle Renz popcorn. You saw that popcorn up there? Right now at this moment, and this is a test. This is a test. I'm not trying to pick on anybody who is involved in a network marketing company, an MLM, because I've seen the 2-3 people that does make money off of it, but most people don't. They will say, "Oh, you don't have to get the brick and mortar. It's cheap to get in, and blah 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 blah." And watch, because I'm mentioning this video's on YouTube is gonna be filled with MLM commercials, and when they add it up, do the ads to it. But here's a test for anybody in the MLM. You're selling vitamins, you're selling insurance, you're selling health products, you're selling whatever you're selling. right? Phone service, all that stuff, taxes. You're selling discount program. You're selling all these things. Let me ask you a question. I own Uncle Renz Popcorn as a business. That popcorn up there, that is cinnamon toast up there and ATL pop with cashews over there. Right now, those two in those bags sell for $14, right? In those type bags if you order online. When it's in a store, they sell for different prices depending on the bag sizes. Who makes that decision? Who decides what that price point is going to be? Me. I do. Nobody else makes that decision, right? I make that decision, and I make that decision based on the market. What would the market pay for a gourmet product? What would the market pay for a handcrafted product? You know, that's popcorn, that's a treat, that's a delight. What would they pay? I decide what the price point is going to be based on the market. If you're in an MLM, do you decide the pricing of the products that you're selling? Or is that decided by someone else? Is that decided by someone else? My fiance, about to be my wife in 9 days, she owns Donald's Loving Care. Who decides what the price point is for the children to be at her care center? Is it her? Or is it the parent? Or is it the government? Or is it some other entity that controls Donald's Loving Care? No, it's her. She decides what the price point is going to be. That's the difference between having a business and then having this MLM thing that's in the middle, which actually you're an affiliate marketer is what you should really look at it. You're doing affiliate marketing. You're marketing someone else's product and they're promising you a return on the purchase of that product or service. So you're more of an affiliate, more of an independent contractor. You're not a business owner. You should act like one. You should, and how you conduct yourself, you should conduct yourself as a business owner, but you're not. You're an independent contractor, not the business owner. Because if you were the business owner, you decide the money. That's my ringtone. So if you're in that industry, realize you're you're an independent contractor. Now, I do want to stick there for a second. Why? Because I know a lot of people are involved in network marketing, and I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out. And this is not just my thought process. This is because I did it. I got involved with a network marketing company simply because I wanted to prove a point. I wanted to get the BMW. I wanted to prove a point. I got the BMW. I proved my point. But here's the biggest point that I proved. I did not do it the way that they said that you should do it. The way that, if anybody's on here is in network marketing, correct me if I'm wrong. But what they tell you to do is that here's you. And then you're going to get 3 people. Right? And then those 3 people go out and get 3 people. And these people go out and get 3 people. Right? And they go out and get 3 people. And so on. Right? That's the basic formula for a network marketing plan. And you get paid money all the way up. Right? That's the basic premise of a network marketing company. And they say you're inverting the pyramid of corporations. And that sounds good, and is, for the most part, you are, if you are doing that. Except the difference is there's a big major corporation up here, and there's people all in between, people, and then you get to you. You're down here. And they tell you, when you're down here, to go out and, let's see, the number one thing is call your family and friends. Right? Call your family and friends so that they can buy the product and provide money to the corporation that you think that you're a business owner of. The second thing that they tell you to do, right, is network. Go out to the bars. Go out to the grocery store. Everywhere you go out and tell people about your business. Tell people about the product, about the company. Show them the company. Have them watch the video. Invite them out to a meeting. Right? So that's number 3, actually. Number 3, invite. Invite them out to a meeting. Get them out to a meeting so that somebody else can sell them, because you're not a closer yet. They haven't taught you sales because you're not a closer. So get them to a meeting. And then if you can't get them to a meeting, number 4, I don't know if you can see that one, is the 3-way. The 3-way is the phone call between, let me lower YouTube a little bit. The 3-way is the phone call between you and your upline. Now, you're the business owner though, right? Nah, you're just a cog in somebody else's wheel. Because there's another person right here, and that person is a member of somebody else's upline, and that person is a member of somebody else's upline, and so on and so forth till you get to the actual company. So this is the primary way they tell you to do it. That is not what I did. I didn't do, let me tell y'all something. And you can call my family out. I ain't called nobody in my family. I didn't go out to no networking events. I ain't invite nobody to any parties. And I never did a 3-way. None of these things. But I was still able to get the BMW and get to the regional something level something to be able to make some money. Make a little bit of money. And here's the thing that was funny. About 2 years after I stopped doing it, the company folded. So all these network marketing companies, most of them are going to fold after a while. The ones that have been there for a long time, like Amway and Mary Kay, they're pretty stable, but it's so hard to get there. Here's the thing. This is what I did. Number 1, I focused on the product. See, here's the thing. If the product doesn't work for the person, if you can't sell the product, then you shouldn't be doing it. Right? If it's not a product that you can believe in, like one person tried to get me into a network marketing company where you were selling phone service and all these different things, but the plans, the phone service plans, actually cost more than what I could get by going directly to the company. I think it was Sprint was one of the phone service company. It was called like Fortune High Tech Marketing. And another person I know, they're in a network marketing company right now, and they sell insurance. I tried to give them some business and let them have the insurance for my popcorn company, but their insurance provider came back and quoted me a price that was 3 times higher than what I can get on my own. So the first thing is it a valid product? Is it a product that you can actually sell? That's why the only one I did was a fitness product. And it was comparable to the what you would go to GNC and purchase as far as the pricing and the volume and that sort of thing. So is it a product that you can win in the market? That's your first question. If it's not a product you can't win in the market, it's not something you should do. You need to leave that one alone and move on and find something else. That was number 1. Number 2 is, and here's the, if you're selling the product, if you're selling the product and you can't sell the product, then it gives you credibility. If you can't, it doesn't give you credibility. So number 2, after I'm selling a product and I'm pitching only the product to people, right? And then they see that the product works for them, that it actually is working, because I gave them, me formerly being a personal trainer, I gave them the whole philosophy behind the product, how to make it work for them, the exercise programs, diet, the whole deal, right? After I validated who I was, after I proved to them that I'm trustworthy, you see, somebody on here who said they was in fitness. Who said they was in fitness? Alexander. All right. After you prove that you're trustworthy, then you can find out if an extra $500 a month will help that person. Will an extra $1,000 a month help that person? That's where I went. I went for the low end, immediate help. Horrible handwriting. His handwriting is so bad today. I promise y'all I don't write like that normally. But I went for the low end immediate help. You see, when you come to people with the too good to be true, oh, you know what, you can make, man, you can quit your job in a year. You work this, in 6 months, you can quit your job. Oh, you know what, man, we got people our supreme director, whatever you call him, man, they make $150,000 a year. What one dude who was in the group, he was making $30,000 a month. Oh, such and such made $30,000 a month, $10,000 a month. As soon as you come to me with that, you lost me. You just did the too good to be true. But if you came to me after you've proven that you're trustworthy, and you said, "Hey, Renz, how would $500 a month help you out? Would that be beneficial to you?" I mean, if you had an extra $500 a month coming in, you put in about 4 hours a day, and you got $500 a month, would that be? Is that valuable enough in your life? Would that create a situation where maybe it pays your car note, it pays part of your rent, pays the utilities in your home? What kind of pressure would that relieve? Oh, if I set you up on this program and you were able to make $500 a month, would you then be able to pay down some of the debt that you have on your credit cards to up your credit score? Find their pain point. See, I would look for the pain point. What would $500 do to alleviate pain? You have a pain, I have a solution. What would it do for you? Right? So, but they didn't tell you that. They want you to go for the big, and get them to a meeting so we can show the people and all the energy and all the folks spending $500, making $10,000 checks and $7,000 checks and all this kind of stuff. And all these people pulling up in the BMWs, I forgot what the BMW tag said that you were supposed to get when you got your BMW. It's on somewhere on my Facebook. Show up with it, running it. You get caught up in that. People get caught up, they get emotionally caught up, and they make the emotional purchase, but they're not long standing. You see, I built a quality downline, not a quantity downline. I rather had quality people who was actually working it. So I found people who were saying that, hey, you know what, I wouldn't mind working an extra $500. I got my regular gig. This is just a side hustle. So when you look at network marketing, and I'm gonna get off network marketing for a while, as just a side hustle, then it's something that can make you some money, but you gotta be ready to jump ship. It's gonna run for about 2-3 years, and then you gotta jump to something else. All right. Those are my two things. That is how I grew in network marketing when I did it, and that's how I, that's it. There's nothing else to it. I didn't go out to the bars and tell everybody. I talked about it on Facebook. I used social media, made some videos. People who did want to come to parties, I invited them to other people's parties. I was convinced to do a couple of them where I live because I live downtown in a condo building. It was real nice. So the upline was like, man, this would be a great place. People love coming downtown. And I was like, yeah, but you're trying to make people think that I live downtown because of the network marketing. No, I live downtown because of Uncle Renz popcorn. I'm going to get to that in a little bit. My downtown living wasn't because of a side hustle. My downtown living is because of Uncle Renz popcorn. I'm sure some of you are already there in the mindset that, and I'm going to go ahead and just put it out there. A side hustle will never ever be the thing that makes you wealthy. It never will be. Your primary thought process, your primary gig has to be the thing. Building a business. So we talked about a job is linear wage, a way to make money. Linear money. Owning a business is leverage. And we're going to go to the next one, which is investment. All right. So let me put them back up here. Linear equals job. You're trading your time for money. Leverage equals a business. You built something that you can leverage for other people to do the linear work and thereby create money for you. The next one is investment. All right. Now, it's investment income, which I shouldn't have I put that wrong. I don't call it investment income. Sorry. I already gave it away. This is, to me, and I can't spell this right. I'm not going to spell this word right. All right. I'll kind of mess up. That's supposed to say strategic income. I call it strategic income. This is your investment. This is investment income. Look, ever since spell check came out back in the day, I don't know how to spell anymore. So I don't know how to spell strategic. stratagem. Strategic is one of those words I struggle with. I know that's wrong, but get over it. You'll be all right. I don't have to be the best speller to make money. But strategic income is your investment income. Now, the thing about strategic income is this. You find somebody who owns a business. You find somebody who has a company. And you invest into that business or into that company for a percentage. It might be 10%, might be 20%. It's almost like leverage, except you're not dealing with the day-to-day employees. You're investing in the company as a whole. Some people do this with the stock market. Now, I know many people are into the MLM of Forex. I couldn't remember that thing the other day in the other video. And they look at that as their method of investment. Now, you are investing in the market and you're using the program. That program is still one of those kind of deals, though. Like, get other people, from my understanding, get other people to do it with you and that sort of thing. But on the whole, investing in somebody's company, that is your strategic. Now, I'm going to add another category to the other than investment, right? No, I'm not adding that to investment. I'm going to do that totally separate. So that's your other way of making money. Evidently, many people, this is where people start to get confused. This is where people get confused. And they start to call this the next one, right? The next one is the one that I hate to use the term, but it is passive income. Oh, I hate the term passive income because there's really no such thing as passive income. Passive income is very active. It's incredibly active, okay? It's moving like big time. Passive income is close to investment, but it's different. It doesn't require your attention, right? Well, a lot of your attention. Let me rephrase it. It doesn't require a lot of your attention. But here's the thing. I don't have a job, business, investment term to put it because many things fall into this category. But passive income is two things about it. It's hard work that turns into soft work. Hard work that turns into soft work, right? You know what? I'm not going to call it that. That's too difficult for people to remember. I'm going to change it. That's what I've been calling it. We're going to change this to retirement. All right. Passive income is retirement. Is retirement income. It's through retirement. But you're not retiring to a beach. You're not retiring to the golf course. You're retiring from having to do a bunch of work and your money is your money's bringing in money, but you still have to be attentive to it. Let me give you an idea. Many people would say that passive income would be buying a rental property, right? So I had my first rental property. Oh my gosh. My first rental property was the house that I bought in Florida when I got stationed in Tampa, right? When I got stationed in Tampa coming from Germany, bought a house, moved from that house, came up to Atlanta, turned that house into my first rental property. I was really excited. And the first person who was in there, they lost their jobs and weren't able to pay rent. No. The first people who was in there, they just stopped paying rent. So I had to come all the way back down to Florida and kick them out. The next people who was in there, they were working, everything was going well. Then then the wife lost her job, then the husband got hurt on the job, he lost his job, and they weren't able to pay. I had to kick them out, right? Then after that, I was like, you know what? I hired a property management company, and I had them to start managing the property, let them qualify the people, and get people in the house and work it and manage it and make sure everything's taken care of. So I put in place a system that would watch my money grow, and all I had to do was watch the system. Now, people will say you do the same thing in investment, you do the same thing in business. Here's the difference. In business, I'm constantly actively working in the business, making changes, making the situation right, reviewing the market, opening new places, changing what we do. Investing, I'm constantly watching somebody else's business, making sure they're doing the right thing. Do I need to keep my money in this thing? Do I need to pull my money out? Do I need to do a cash buyout? What do I need to do? I'm constantly focused on the market. In retirement, passive income retirement, it's set. I know what it's doing. I gotta watch just the basics of it. I gotta watch something that moves really, really slow. If something changes, it's gonna change over time, which gives me time to make changes myself. Passive income is not retirement, but many people want to jump straight here to passive income. They want to go from linear income to passive income, skipping leveraged income and strategic income. You can't. I'm sorry, it's not working. Warren Buffett had linear income, that he then turned to leveraged income, that he then turned to strategic income, and now he's in retirement, passive income. He had a job, he started a business, then he became an investor, then he's into his retirement where he's just watching combinations of these two and some passive stuff. One of my mentors, he owns the pain clinics of Georgia. This gentleman has 75 locations, 79 locations in Georgia. He got people who are managing all those, but he's still very active as a doctor, as a physician. He has investments into over 50 rental properties that are being ran by property management, so they are in his more investment and retirement. But he also has invested in other companies, so he has those investments that he watches well. He's on the board of those other companies, so he's watching those. And then he's allowing his retirement income to keep building, so that he can not go sit on the beach, because you're going to get really bored. So how do we do this? How do we get into these modes? That's the big question, right? And you guys aren't giving any help. Y'all, no help whatsoever. Sorry, should just made a straight video. Now, how do we do this? This is how we do it. You know, the purpose of doing live is for y'all to talk to me. But that's all right. You don't have to. How do we do it? What are some things you can do? Because most people have a job. You're working about 8 hours a day, right? You're commuting, the average commute is about an hour and a half. So we're just going to say 2 hours. All right? So that's 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 hours right there. Hopefully you're sleeping about 6, let's say 6 to 8 hours. Hopefully you're sleeping 6 hours. All right, so we got a total of 16 hours. All right, we got a total of 16 hours. All right, we got 24 total hours in a day. So what are we doing with the other 24 hours? Let's say you need some free time, just some time to yourself. I'm gonna give you 3 hours of that. That's 18 hours. So we got a total of 18 hours here. All right. What else are we doing? How many hours we still got left? All right, we got what, 6 hours left in the day? We still got 6 hours. The question is, what are we going to do with those 6 hours? What are we going to do with those 6 hours that are left over in order to build some wealth? And this is where the side hustles come into play. Every day that 5 days a week, most people got 6 hours that they can use. And people are going to say family. Put your family in your 3 hour time frame over there. All right? 6 hours. You hanging out with other people. You hanging out at the bar. You going to the gym. You're doing all these other things with your 6 hours. Oh, you said studying for medical school? Studying for medical school. Got to get your job on point. All right? 6 hours. They're studying. This is where you need to be working your side hustles. So what kind of advice would you give towards starting a gym? Why you want to jump into what I love, into gyms? Because I used to own one? Is that why you say that? All right. Here we go. He got 6 hours. We're going to use him. Since he spoke, we're going to use his 6 hours. And he got, so you got to, first, I would need to know more of your situation. Do you have a regular job? Are you doing personal training on the side? What you got going on, Alexander? I need more information in order to break that down. But while we're waiting on Alexander to give me a little bit more information, here's one of the things that anybody can do to help them to use their 6 hours, because we're talking about 6 hours here, people, to use your 6 hours to make more money. One of my favorite is retail arbitrage. All right. No, I do not know how to spell arbitrage. That's why it's ABR. It's probably not the abbreviation for it, but I don't care. All right. Retail arbitrage. What is that? Retail arbitrage is that you go into a store, a discount store like a Marshalls or Ross, or a discount Nike store at the outlet or something like that, or you find something online, or you go to Alibaba and you find a product overseas that you can get your hands on. I don't know if you guys remember, but and I don't have any of them on, but I bought these bracelets from a Chinese manufacturer, and they were like the Black Panther looking bracelets, and I sold them. I bought like over 1,000 of them, and I sold them on my website, and I sold them on Facebook Marketplace. I don't think it was around, but I might have sold them on there too. But I sold them on my website. I sold them throughout making videos. I made these bracelets and I sold them. So retail arbitrage is finding a retail product that you can go out and you can sell on Facebook Marketplace. I've sold last year I sold 2 commercial freezers and 2 commercial refrigerators, a cake display holder, and I sold those 5 items on Facebook Marketplace, and I made let's see, 36 and 36. I sold those 2 for 36 total. So that was, I did that twice. So that's $8,200, and I sold that thing for like $400. So I made $8,600 just selling some equipment, some commercial equipment. Alexander said he has a regular job, but have a lot of time to hit the gym, etc. But for right now, my job is my only income. Okay, we're gonna get to that one. So retail arbitrage, it's a great way. You can sell sneakers, and now some people have a problem. They say, "Oh, I can go find these sneakers. They're $20 at Marshall, and I can sell them for $40 online. I'm only making $20. That's not really worth my time." But if you're consistent and you're going out there and you're finding, you start with like $500. And you go to the estate sales, you go to garage sales, you go into the stores, and you're buying these products, but you got to be mindful. You got to look online. You see something, oh, I see these Nike shoes. Let me go online. What are they selling for on eBay? Oh, they're selling for $80 on eBay. I can get them here for $40. That means I can sell them for like $60, $70. So then that's something you buy and you go sell. You got to do your research for each item. But if you got 20, 30 items out there for sale on eBay and Facebook Marketplace, and you're moving each one of those items, you're good. The first guy I actually physically met who was doing retail arbitrage, he was just kind of half-assed doing it. He literally was half-butt doing it. And he would go out 1 weekend a month to find products, but he would make about $500, $600 every month selling sneakers, selling tennis shoes. And he was like, I just want to make my car note. That was always his statement to me. I just want to make my car note. He didn't have the desire to make even more. But if you're doing retail arbitrage and you're saving your money, that's when you get to open a business. That's when you get to open your gym. All right? You with me? You knew I was leading up to that, didn't you, Alexander? That's when you get to open your gym, because you sold things on retail arbitrage in order to do so. Now, let's go into Alexander. Now, he wants to open up a gym. This would be my initial advice. First thing, establish yourself as a trusted advisor as far as a personal trainer is concerned. Establish that. And you got to learn, and you do have to get some education on business, how to run a business. Too many people think because have any of you guys ever read the book, The E-Myth? If you've never read the book, The E-Myth, if you want to go into business, read the book. One of the books I would have you read, if you were my client, one of the books I would have you read is called The E-Myth, right? The E-Myth, basically, Michael Gerber, basically tells you that some people are the technician and desire to be the business owner, think they could be the business owner, but they're not really cut out for it because they didn't understand everything that goes into being a business owner. So, if you're on Facebook, can you just say hi or something? Because I haven't seen a scroll yet. Like Jason Holmes, like say hi, because I haven't seen a scroll on that. So go read the book, The E-Myth, and see what, get an understanding of what it takes to run a business. But first thing you got to do, Jason, is make yourself a SME. Some people hate the term SME. SME, subject matter expert. You want to become a subject matter expert first. So by doing so, people can then trust in your information. Trust in your information. You want to get clients who are before and after. Show that your work is you've proven and you can repeat it. You've done it more than one person and you can repeat the process. And then informational, there I'm getting to some technical stuff, informational videos, things like that. Make yourself the subject matter expert. But you got to get you a situation where you are personally training, take on people as personal training clients and save every penny. If your job is taking care of your household, then save every penny you make. Okay, thank you, Jason. I'm just making sure. If your job allows you to save money, if your job takes care of your household, then the money you make as a personal trainer. So if you got 6 hours left in the day, you work your job, you got your commute, you got 6 hours left. If your clients are close to each other, now I would say control your schedule from day one. Make your clients come to you, or if you're going to them, make sure your clients are in the same neighborhood, area of town on the same days, and save every penny of it. 6 hours a day, you should be able to do at least 3 clients a day, right? Now, when I was a personal trainer, I first started, my fee was $50 for an hour, right? That's what I started. It was $50 per hour. And here's the thing, for all of you, understand this. If you are selling something, sell it for its price. If you're selling a service, then value yourself for that price. When people would come into my popcorn shop, and they would say, or people online say, oh, there are some people who would look at this bag of popcorn of Hotlanta and say, oh, I don't want to pay $12 for this bag and it's $55 shipping per bag. I don't want to spend $12 for that, or the toll 18 or whatever it is with taxes. I don't want to pay that. Okay, all right, don't. But guess what? There are a bunch of people who are. The young pregnant lady in Tampa will be getting this in a couple of days. Why? Because she values the product. She's willing to buy it. You have to value your product first, and you have to value your time first as well. When I had people, when I raised my rates, and my rates were like $95 an hour, and people were like, 95, that's expensive. I can go get a trainer who would do the same thing for $35 an hour. I would say, okay, and go. That's fine. But if you want to work with me, and I am proven, I have hundreds of clients who have went through my system, have attained their goals, their total life is better because I train more than just on the exercise. I'm teaching you how to live a lifestyle. I would tell them, go right ahead. Go get your $35 trainer. It's like going to get, it's a $35 pair of shoes compared to a $100 pair of shoes. Let's see which one is better. Which one is more comfortable? Which one's going to hurt your feet and which one's not? Go right ahead. And I will move on. I got to the point where I had people on a waiting list. So you got to value yourself. So you got $50 an hour times 3, right? Equals $150 per day, right? Let's say you work it 5 days, right? Times 5 equals $725, right? I think, yep. $725 per week. Now, if you're making $750, I ain't got my calculator, so I'm about to mess this all up now. If you got $750, it's supposed to be times 4.33, but I'm not doing 4.33 because I don't have a calculator. So we're gonna be basic times 4, because we're gonna say that it's 48 weeks. That'll make it 48 weeks out the year instead of the 52. We're just gonna do that. I think it'll make it 48. Times 4, right, equals 10, and my math is really not working right now. 29, right? That's $2,900 a month, right? $2,900 a month. A personal training on the side, and if you're save every penny of it. Let your job take care of the rest. This is where most people who build a side hustle mess up. This, you know how African descendant people are about that? What about saving the money? Yeah. Everybody, I ain't gonna go into that. Everybody's that way. Everybody was that way. This is how, and mind you, this is how I built my personal training business. All right, this is how I built mine. My first goal was I need to train 3 people a day, right? And then I built it up to where I have 3 people a day. And I figured out, okay, if I made everybody train with me at least 2 times a week, how many clients did I need to have 3 training sessions a day? I figured that number out. That's how I knew how many clients I need. I had to build a target first. Then when I knew that once I hit that, I would hit that, and I'd be making this. It's actually a little bit more because there are 4.33 weeks in a month. So it's like 3,200 or 3,100, something like that. So this is how I built it. Now, if you multiply that by 12, we ain't about to do that. Let's just say this was 3,000. So we know that 3,000 would be 30. Oh, I can do it real quick in my brain now. 3,000 would be $36,000 in a year that you would make, and then so 36,000 would be how much you would make in a year. So you take out like $12,000. That'd be the real number. I mean, $1,200. That'd be the real number if you were making this exact number. But since there's 4.33, and I didn't do it right anyway, we're gonna say $36,000. So you're making you make $36,000 the first year that you consistently have that many clients. With $36,000, you can open up a personal training studio. You can get that done in a year and a half. It may take you 6 months to get enough clients where you're making this money. But if it takes you 6 months to make that money, then you take the year and save that money for the year, then you will have, the 36K to open up a personal training studio. And here's the beauty of opening up your studio. If you got 3,600, it's only going to cost you about 14. If you did it my way, if I showed you how to do it, it'd cost you about 14K to open up your studio. Now, by opening your studio and you got your clients, make sure that your clients can still, have your clients still coming there because they're loyal now and they're referring people to you. Now you got more time because you don't have to quit your job, at this point. Now you're in there, you're making the money to be able to keep the place open. You got enough working capital to keep your household going while you step away. But even if you don't step away, you may still only train people 3 hours a day. You put other trainers in there. Do not let them rent from you, but make them work for you. You put some other trainers in there, and now they are leveraged employees now. Now you're doing business. You're leveraging someone else's time. But that's how you take a side hustle of being a personal trainer and turn it into a business, and then that you're leveraging those people's hours as a business, and from those people who are now being leveraged as business, you start to invest in opening up additional shops. At my peak, I had a full gym and 3 personal training studios, right? Well, one of them was a yoga studio, but the other 2 were personal training studios. And then I'm leveraging other people's time. So now I'm running a business, right? I'm running a business at that point. Okay, cool. Build my clientele first. Oh, I hate that thing. I said that one word and Google pops up. But yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Sean Davis is watching. So that's how you and any side hustle that you do turns into that. If you did the retail arbitrage, I was in this little competition 3 years ago doing retail arbitrage, and the goal was to make at least $27,000 in that year, right? I made 40,000, a little under 40. I made like 38 something, but I made like 38 something in that contest of retail arbitrage. You can do it. Now, I'm gonna tell you, retail arbitrage takes a lot of time. All right, it takes a lot. That 6 hours a day extra that you have can be done during retail arbitrage. All right. But it's going to take all 6 hours because you're constantly posting things on different websites. You're constantly looking for products that you're going to sell, and not everything is going to sell quick. Some things are going to sell slow, but you're constantly working. Retail arbitrage takes some time, but it's a great way to say, okay, I'm going to start with $1,000 and I'm going to sell, put all the money back into it, save it and sell it until I have enough money to open up whatever the real business that I wanted to open up is. All right, the sun's going down, losing my light outside. But I'm gonna, that's what I'm going to do. I guess I could turn the light on here. Hold on for a second. All right, so I hate this lighting when it's over my head. Oh my gosh, it's horrible to me, especially on Facebook. No, I don't like that light. I'm not at home, in my home office. I'm not in my home office, so I don't have my other light that I can like put in front of me here. So forgive me for the lighting. So anyway, that's what retail arbitrage can do. That's how doing something as a personal trainer. Now, that's personal training. There are many other types of side hustles you can do in order to facilitate this. Do I have any authors out there? Are there any authors out there? Take your 6 hours. Write a book. Everybody and their mom is out there writing a book. You can write a book. Hold on. Somebody just asked a question. Just got a pallet from liquidation, so I will be doing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yes. Who knew 213? That? Who else does it? Who did you get your pallet from, if you don't mind me asking? Because there's one young man that I was coaching. I was business coaching, and we was doing the same thing. And what we was doing was saying, okay, his eventuality is that he wanted to open a laundromat, which laundromat is a great business to open, right? I mean, a coin laundry, coin laundry, right? Direct liquidation. So you got it from direct liquidation, got a pallet. And he showed me this foolish, crazy thing, right? Where it was, Amazon will ship you a mystery box, right? It's like products that they didn't sell or that it got returned or whatnot. And it's like a mystery box of stuff. And he paid like $200 for it. And he gets like this huge boxes of stuff, like a pallet of stuff. And he turns around and flips it, right? He flipped it, did it for a year and a half, and then he opened up his coin laundry. He bought a coin laundry, I should say. But buying pallets from people works, and you can and then liquidating all that. I know a young lady, she's a super couponer. So she will super coupon and get like all this stuff, and then she turns around and sells it. It's a little bit more, it's everyday use products. It's toilet paper, it's hand soap, it's all that kind of stuff. But that's a great way. I'm gonna Palby says, I have 3 clients. I charge about $100 for 45 minutes of personal training. I drive about 40 minutes, and sometimes I do FaceTime workout. Studying is taking all my time to get in med school. Option 4, more money. Exactly. Now, think about that. $100 for 45 minutes of a workout. $100. That's when people will pay it. Let me tell you something that I thought was stupid. This is what I thought was stupid. Okay, so when I opened the gym, and then I opened the personal training, the first studio, I wanted to get out of actual training people. And I had other trainers working for me. And I said, if you go work with that trainer right there, I've taught them my system. They know everything I know. I'll be there to help them with your life coaching aspects of it. Go work out with them. They're $50 an hour. $50 an hour. That guy over there, he's a senior trainer. He's $75 an hour. Well, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. And you're also attending class. I know. That's hard. That's good. And they were like, but I want to work with you. Well, I'm $200 an hour. And you got to do three sessions a week. Do you know these people will still want to pay it? If somebody really wants something and they believe that they're going to get the value out of it, they will pay it. They personal train for an hour, 45 minutes, and gets $100 for every 45 minutes. 3 clients, right? You keep on doing that. Keep doing that. Keep adding as many clients as you can, and you'll do it. Now, I said write a book. Everybody and their mama has written a book. Everybody wants to write a book. Everybody don't write a book. Even though I just said everybody and their mama has written a book. Right? Yeah, keep doing it. But writing a book is a beautiful thing because it doesn't you do it the one time, and now all you have to do is sell it. Okay. Any advice? T-shirt? Yeah, I do have a T-shirt. Some advice on that one. Let me finish with the book. The thing about a book is that you can just sell it, and then you can constantly revive it. You can have chapter 1, chapter 2. I mean, well, the first volume, second volume, third volume. If it's a nonfiction, if you like writing fiction stories, then you can write a fiction story, and of course, in that one, if it's enticing, people will buy the next one, and the next one. It's kind of like a movie. It's just a movie on paper, and you just keep going, keep going. Writing a book is a great thing. It makes you a subject matter expert, and in today's world, it's easy to self-publish. It's easy to make it a digital. It's easy to get it on Amazon. Those things are easier to do in today's world. When I first wrote my book in 2000, called How to Escape Mental Welfare, I had to buy like I bought 5,000 copies of it, and then had to sell that dang thing like hand by hand by hand. I had to have seminars and sell it in order to sell that book. It was later on that I was able to have a digital version and sell it. And then it got on Amazon, and now I've taken it off Amazon. Now it's just on my website, CoachRenz.com. But writing a book is something that's easy. You can write a book now, and hell, you don't even have to get a copyright, but I would get a copyright anyway. So, but writing a book is a great way. And the book goes for $15, $20, depending upon what it's about. And now it's just about getting it out there and marketing it. That's why I have my Crystal Clear marketing program. It's about getting it out so that people know what's going on, writing a book. Now, t-shirt, heat press t-shirt. Glad you asked. What year was that there right there? There was a loan about, the year was 2015. There, okay. So everybody got a heat press. So he who knew, he also had a heat press, collecting dust for now, got to put it to use before the summer. So he who, and Joshua, and he who, they both have it. So the year was 2015. Had a young man that worked for me at Uncle Renz Popcorn on Covington and Panola Road in Latonia, Georgia. He's a good young man. Smoked a little bit too much of the weed, but he was a good young man. Had a heat press business. But he wasn't making much money. Wasn't making a whole lot of money. So the young man said, how can I make some money? And I looked at him, I said, well, first, I'm smoking so much of the weed. Get off the weed a little bit. You're spending too much time smoking the weed and not doing the work. So, the first thing I told the young man is you got to build your social media. But here's the thing. I want you to build your social media by utilizing what's hot in the world. Now, many people are doing this now, and you can still do it because there's people, not everybody see everybody's social media. But and for you, Sham, and he who knew, I want you to go to my Facebook page, my Larenzo Reid Facebook page. I want you to check out how me and my fiance, we getting married here in 9 days, and when you look on there, you'll see that me and her wear many different shirts that correlate to one another. Different songs on there, different sayings on there. And what happens is that her girl who do the t-shirts for her company, her daycare company, makes these shirts as she requests them. But then that girl, she turns around and sell all them shirts to a bunch of people on her social media. So, you gotta get what's trending. It's cheesy, and you may only sell 30 of them. You may sell 10, you may sell 30 of them. But you're going to have to be quick with it. I don't know what's trending right now in the news. You find something clever, whatever the news is saying clever about the fact that Iowa couldn't get their votes right, they app, and the fact that New Hampshire went to a paper and pen. It may even be a thing that have like app, Democratic, the Democratic caucus app versus, and have a pencil on there. Something as stupid as that, and then you put it up there and you hashtag it with all the, the political words and all that kind of thing. You get that thing out there like that. You throw it on out there. I don't know why I'm talking like this. It just started because I said the old sucker night 2015. But you just throw it out there just like that. Right? You get those kind of things. Whatever the most popular song is, or things, people like to wear stuff that draw attention. See, every time one of my favorite shirts is that I got a black shirt that says I like her butt, and she wears a shirt that says I like his beard. Every time we wear them shirts out, people they be looking, they love when we wear them shirts. So trendy stuff like that. I like her butt, I like his beard. Things of that nature that couples now. You got things that people can have for their astrological signs. The astrological, you know what the astrological is? The astrological signs. You got, but anything trending is February. We about to go into March, right? March Madness, you know, is about to happen. You can have a shirt that says something to the effect of March Gladness, cause my husband watching March Madness, and have a woman going shopping or something. I don't know anything, but let me stop. So anything that's trending, you can do anything that's trending like that, and then you also go out and solicit business. Become the provider. Go to the small places first. Yeah, it'd be great if you can go get a deal with Hewlett Packard or go get a deal with Delta or somebody like that. But the young lady provides all the shirts for Donna's Loving Care, the daycare center. And then she gets some extra business off Donna for different things. Then, but go to the different small businesses and say, hey, we print t-shirts, this is what we can do, that sort of thing. Now, one of the other things that I told the young man, after he started producing the shirts for that were just trendy and people started buying it, people were waiting for the next thing, it'd be a song come out, he put like the main hook on there or something on there, and he just kept going, and he did some weed kind of shirts. It's my name, Larenzo Reid, LaRenzoReid. But it's Larenzo Dwayne Reid, actually, Dewayne. He would go, then I told him, I said, you know what, we're out here in Lithonia, Decatur area. And out here, there was only one place where if you were part of the Divine Nine sororities and fraternities, or a Mason, or the military branches, where they could get, there was only one place they can get t-shirts that said like, Delta Sigma Theta, a Mason, or the word Army with the Masonic symbol in it. There was nowhere out here. There was only one place you can get a couple of things on this side of town. So there was a gap, a need. And I told him, I said, make the shirts, produce it, get people to buy it online, but also go to the gas station, ask if you can set up, hang it up. You can find stores that are closing, and you can find the racks to hang the stuff up, and set up on a Saturday, that I'm not working in. Set up on a Saturday, put the shirts out there, have some display shirts. You may make $300 that day, but go out there and set it up. Do that once, twice, 3 times a month. But go and set up, get known, build your reputation for selling shirts so that people start coming to you all the time. And so I gave him that advice, and 6 months later he quit because he was too busy making shirts. It didn't bother me. He was making the shirts, smoking the weed, and making the shirts. That's what he was doing. He was working in weed and working. So that's with your t-shirts. That's how you start building. And for some people, that may be their side hustle. Getting a heat press doesn't cost that much, right? But if you are selling, you can make, $300-400 a month selling some shirts, and then just let that money build up until you can open up a retail store or whatever the business is that you really want to do until you have enough money. For the doctor here, or I don't know if you're going to school for become a doctor or a nurse. You said med school, but you could be either one. You might have 6 more years of school. You can save that money for 6 years and, utilize that to have that, to offset some of them goddamn student loans and stuff. But you could use some of that money to, I don't know, help you start your clinic when you first have the opportunity, when you've done all your other stuff you got to do before that. So maybe in 10 years, you want to start your own private practice, you'll have the ability to do so. You have this money you've been nest egging. I love the fact that Lisa Nichols tells the story that for like 10 years, I believe, she was sending 10% of her check to the bank, and it was always reading on the bottom, where you put the memo. She put on the memo, fulfilling my dream, or something about her dream, paying for her dream, something like that. And she did that for like 10 years until it was enough money. And then she went there 10 years later, said, how much money I got? It was like, whoa, you got this big, huge windfall of money. It wasn't a windfall. She had a ton of money. And it fulfilled her dream, and she was able to then quit her job and go after her dream. And the rest is history, because she's one of the, if not the top female speaker in the world, she's one of the top. She's definitely one of the top speakers in the world, period. So, yeah, so I would write whatever's trending and keep going from there. All right. So we got retail arbitrage. We got using any service that you can provide, whether it's personal training, if you can write good copy. There are people. There's a young lady I know now. She does it full time. She started out as a side hustle, but she did the what is it called? It just fell out my head. Virtual assistant. One of the first people I ever heard in 2008. She was doing virtual assistant. She started doing virtual assistant as a side hustle. That's all she does now. So she works from home as a virtual assistant. That's another side hustle that can turn into something bigger. Do you recommend catering towards providing services for groups, family reunions, t-shirts, etc., or do you think it will be more profitable to do your own design? It depends on the market that you're really going for. What does the market say? See, here's the thing that's funny is those going after groups. It's kind of like me going after fundraising groups all the time. Fundraising groups are cool, but they're spotty, right? This month, February, I had no fundraisers all through the first of the month. But the final week of February, I got like 4 groups turning in fundraisers. So it'll be like, here's this windfall of cash as some thousands of dollars that all happened in one shot. But then March, I may not hear from anybody. And then here's April, and I got a bunch of people again. So groups are kind of finicky like that because they got seasons. It's graduation season. It's homecoming season. It's different seasons that they go through. So you can get the groups, but let the groups be your windfall kind of money. Go after more your private designs that are trending and capture people's attention. And then have your private. So two kinds: private design, private design. Private design is the things that are trending. With the election this year, I'll be producing tons of election-oriented t-shirts. Democrat, Republicans, I don't care. I produce it, right? Over and over again. And then every time Trump says something crazy, I'll produce a shirt about it, something capturing people's attention. If I see that the people who support Trump is saying something great about him, I'll look. I would print a t-shirt of like, I would do like a boxer that you can't see. There's no face, just a shadow, and it says impeachment, and having Trump like pop, knocking it out, but then also having like Republicans, some like a dude up under his legs that say Republican, that says like Republican Senate, and he knocking out impeachment. I guarantee people will buy that shirt. There are a bunch of people across America would buy that shirt, right? So that would be my private kind of stuff that I would do. But then I do my private, and then do your private, the stuff that you actually love. Whatever the design, if you're an artist of any form of fashion, whatever you really love producing shirts about. Let me tell you, on my videos, there are certain videos I do because I just love doing those videos. And then on the other hand, there are videos that I do because I know my audience, that's what they want. That's what the market demands. And so I do those videos. And I see it in the views. I know, let me tell you something. If I did a video on spirituality, history, and breaking down the historicity, on spirituality, breaking down the historicity of spiritualities, how history has changed the culture, I get views. If I did a video on sexual alchemy or anything dealing with sex, I'm going to get a lot of views. When I, what's the other kind? Oh, if I start talking about how to build your credit score, I'm going to get a lot of views. This video will get a lot of views because it's about people going to think it's a get rich quick kind of thing. But if I did a video on hardcore basic finances, if I did the original video that I was thinking about doing today, which was how to build a business plan, I guarantee you probably only get about 35, 40 views. 35, 40 views. But if I did a video saying, become a millionaire in 12 months, it would get a ton of views. It got like tons of views. If I did a video that was showcasing how a lot of African preachers are tricking, doing crazy stuff like having people follow them around like sheep, tell them to eat grass and all that, or bending hands, swinging his coat and knocking people out, I would get a ton of videos on that one. You know, a ton. Or something political. If I did a video about Dwayne Wade and his whole situation with his son slash now calling her a daughter, but his son, I would get a tons of views on that. So you got to do what the market demands, and then your private is the things that are truly to you, truly for your heart, that keeps you going. You know, because if it's all about the market, then you're going to. I mean, I can do stuff that's all about the market. It ain't gonna bother me. But some people, they need their own fulfillment. They need fulfillment in a different way. So do your privates, which is your fulfillment as well. You know, that's how I would do your designs. Like my daughter, and then don't just worry about your designs. Like my daughter Simone, she's a great artist, right? Yeah, real late. My daughter Simone's a great artist. You can get artists like that and say, hey, let me use your art, and for every shirt I sell of that with your art piece on it, I'm gonna give you if I sell the shirts, it cost me $7 to make the shirt. I'm gonna sell the shirt for $20. I'm gonna give you $2 out of that, so that means $8 now. So that means that you're making $11 per shirt. You know, set up a deal with an artist that way. You know, with different artists that you can do that, and you can use Fervor and all those kind of places to find some of these artists. But those are ways that you can build your business, right? By using your art, other people's art, things that are trending. That way, you're making some money, all right? And what is your end game, though? But you got to have that end game. I don't know if you saw my other video when I said that. Look, you got to pick a point. You got to figure out how much money is going to take for you to live your life, how much money is going to take for you to have everything you want in life, and then let that be your goal. And then you got to reverse engineer it to figure out how to get to that goal. So figure out what your goal is as well, okay? Oh, I gotta see something. Woo! We about to cut this off, y'all. It is 6:50. I gotta go. I'm not at home. I got to go. So look, I gotta go. Y'all have a great day. I appreciate you guys being here this long. If my fiance is on here, my apologies, honey. I did not realize what time it was, but I am shutting this down right now because y'all are not worth me getting in. See, priorities. Y'all ain't getting me in trouble. But y'all have a great day. Remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable, and I look forward to our next live and my next video. Please hit that subscribe button, all right, and subscribe to the channel.